I have my crafting table set up, and I'm going to do this, and then while it's drying so I can go back and color it, I thought I'd do a flip through. One of the things I've learned from Back to Basics April is that having a focus page or something helps me rein in my thoughts. Setting up the goals for each week and each month helps me sort of do the same thing. What I have for my focus is a bit different than what I have for my goals, projects. One is more internal, one is more external. The goals and the projects are, well, the goals for the most part are external. Some of them are internal though. My health and fitness can be both. And I did this with pencil first because I am practicing lettering, and I have noticed that if I do it in pencil first, if I don't leave myself enough room between the letters, I can go back. But if I do it in pen, I don't always have enough room. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to put this in here. And while that dries, I'm going to do the flip through, and then we're going to go back. Well, maybe. There we go. When I very first started this, it was the middle of, it was just sort of the middle of March, I think. Or the first week of, the middle of the first week of March, towards the end. I had my Omni Journal all set up for the year, and everything was going pretty well until I got sick. I had with the flu and stuff, 2 different kinds, so I was sick for quite a while. So I didn't want to journal, I didn't want to write, I didn't want to create art, I didn't really want to do much of anything. My focus was completely askew, and I needed to get it back. So when I started to feel better, and I knew I needed to journal, because journaling helps, this is something that's going to go in this right here, if it will fit. I created that for Patreon. So what I did is I started I had an extra cross field. I didn't have another Enigma, and I was in the Enigma, and I really do like the Enigma. The Tomoho River paper has a higher GSM than the cross field. I do love the cross field though, but it does make it easier. There's less ghosting, less chance for bleed through with the thicker GSM. So I started on the 7th of March, and I started journaling again, and it felt really good. I'm going to go up a little closer so that you can see better. So I started journaling again. This came on Happy Mail. We redid our floors in the kitchen. I ordered a computer stuff. We were still sick with the flu, the stomach flu. Now sometimes it was just 1 page per day, and normally I do 2, sometimes more, but I was back to journaling, and I didn't always draw, but I was back to journaling. And this is where it kind of gets, you know, mixed up, where I stop again. So then I said, okay, fresh start, April. And I did something different with my calendar. I did the April prompt for journal prompts, and I did the same sort of thing on there, and I kind of kept with this theme of books and just the colors of spring. And this didn't work, so it says see page 87. So when you go to page 87, I kind of redo things. But I did make my master list, and I do need to kind of color in some of this because this is where we're at now. I got through the tracker to the middle of the month and then didn't do so well. But I was doing really well until the middle of the month. I have realized that if I'm going to do a tracker, it probably needs to be a weekly tracker, weekly tracker, not a monthly tracker. And I really enjoyed this. I put a couple of different elements, but I loved the quote, and I did some project stuff. And for Back to Basics April, I changed up layouts, I tried things. I have, see, it's bleed through, but I was journaling. And there's just a little bit of watercolor on here. Some journaling. I really wasn't doing, but I was journaling, and that was the important thing. I reorganized the books. Well, that's changed now. I have some pictures to put in here, but I haven't done it yet because I have changed things, and I will do a video of that soon, but I'm not quite finished in here. What I have right now is enough for me to actually do this filming. So I watched the trailer to it. I was doing sticky notes with the to-dos. That was a selfie journal prompt. Most of my journal prompts go in my small A6 Hobonichi. Every now and again, when I really like every now and again, some end up in here. Some more journaling, changing things up. I had some to-dos on a little thing right there, just trying to see. I try to test the waters and see if there's a way that I can do it where I can like it. I didn't like this. I tried to do the plain, and it really didn't work so well, so I changed it up. I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't sit well. These were Arwen's tarot pulls. I do that every Sunday, watch her videos about tarot based on your astrology signs. So some more journaling, just different things. I'm drinking more water, and I haven't really been doing very well with tracking the water the last couple of weeks, but I am drinking it. Just seems like a lot of work to write down stuff, but I've realized that I really need to. I really need to. Mr. Rockstar sleeping. My to-dos, hidden. Some more journaling. Some more journaling. Adding bits and pieces of different things, just trying different things. Some tip-ins that says, let all that you do be done in love. I've been writing and filming, so those were my primary things, and I decided to do something different. My husband and I watched the USS Indianapolis movie with Nicolas Cage. It's based on a true story, and in the movie Jaws, Shaw mentions it while they're on the boat. Can't remember whether it's before or after. I think Brody says we're going to need a bigger boat. Just some journaling, daily life, illustrate your life. I did some clip art. I did a little bit of drawing, some stickers, some more different, stuff. These were elements that came from different places. And here's where I finally realized what I need to do. What works for me is sort of a theme, and then listing the things, to-dos, some more journaling, tracking my water, more doodling, tracking my word count because we're in Camp NaNoWriMo now, some more, and I have some bleed through over here. Well, actually, I think that came from that. Different things. Stuff I do during the day. Some more journaling. Some more journaling. And I did this on purpose, kitty-like, cartoony-like, because that was so frustrating to me. The vacuum cleaner broke and put dirt all over the carpet. Hands at a typewriter. Some wine. I'm stretching and walking. Different things. I watched The Triangle. It's a mini-series on Hulu. I have some pictures to put in there. That was a card someone sent me. Some more journaling. It's Easter. And here's my layout for the next week. And as you can see, I'm keeping with some kind of theme for each week. Arwen's tarot pulls, some Snoopy cartoons that came from Easter. And here's where we have the goal settings. I set goals. I did goal setting. I did the video for this on Patreon, how I do my goal setting, because I use a combination of SMART goals and GTD, along with a couple of other, just things I kind of throw, because I do a lot of brainstorming and mind mapping, and then go from there. And here's where I changed. This is page 87, where I went and I redid. So what I did is separate it into different areas of focus. The second half of the month, and I have the projects, and I have different areas of focus. And for the next week, and any notes, things to buy, things that are waiting on. And then we continue to journal. And this was a little joke that came out of the comics. This was a little thing that came out of the comics. It said to draw a bird, so I drew a bird. I thought that was hilarious. What is always running but never goes anywhere? A refrigerator. What kind of bird sticks to sweaters? A Velcro. I thought that was funny, so I put it in there. This came out of, I think, something from the newspaper, and it had something from Oprah about advice for contented life, and then a quote that she had, and the journal prompt was family and stuff, so I did a bunch of cartoon kind of fun stick figure things. This was Allie Brown's Honey Slim Pickens challenge, and I did that. Realized later I could have taken my skull washi tape that he picked out and made musical notes, created musical notes with it. I could have cut this up and done different things with it. But I had fun creating the page, and I'm not used to using like one color, like, you know, doing this, but it was fun. Some more journaling, some major to-dos, my priority to-dos, and just background stuff, that self-care stuff. Some journaling, and I made some list of what I want to do for May, and I have pictures of Mr. Victor and stuff to go on this page. Some more journaling, and this is Arwen's pool, and I did some watercolor stuff in the background, changing things up. And then this is this week that we are ending now, and I have the to buy list, and I've gotten some of this stuff, so I actually need to fill it in because I did get half of this. I've got to go today and get some more. I still need to do this. This came in, and we got this. So I'm still waiting on the Copic marker hacks, the inexpensive ones. They had a sale and I had a coupon. So instead of spending 50 bucks, I spent 30 bucks. But I did a theme, and I realized I needed more room. I was having trouble. Some more journaling. Some more journaling. Some more journaling. And I thought this was cute because we did a picnic for dinner. We had a date because he had to go to work that night, and I wanted us to have time to actually spend a little time together. Keeping up with my word count here. I have it in some places. This was yesterday's page. I went to the store. Didn't make it to both stores, which is what I said I need to go today. So, and then this is today's. I spilled coffee. So I'm not quite finished. I haven't written anything, but you can tell what I do. I'll go back in and journal, but I have one more picture to draw. And then this is May's setup. And I used this quote because I liked it. It had the word May in it. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. So this is mostly birthdays and holidays right here. And then I have my May calendar, and I did it differently. I wanted it to have more color. I was noticing that the other calendars weren't working quite as well for me, so I did something fun and different and added color, and I have some washi tape covering a few things. And this is where I have done this and separated it into the different areas. A major list, and I've written, and I have some more things to write down. My master list of goals and tasks, my projects that I'm working on. And then this is this coming weeks, and I made myself a little thing right here for the week for other things. And then I have a fairy quote, and I can actually stick the post-it note if I have, you know, if I have to, and I can stick the post-it note right here if I need to put more stuff in there. So then this is, because I can go to here and here, but this gives me the major list. This has all of the like idea kind of stuff, but I want to break it down into a little bit more like basic words, phrases, instead of so much detail, just so I can glance at this and see, okay, this is what I have. And I thought this would be fun to, and I put this on here because I really liked it. I thought it was really pretty. So to do this. This is where I'm going to set up. So the first week of May, I'm going to be focused on the Mother's Day presents I'm making. need to check tracking status Copic hack markers. Let's see, for goals, 2 to 4 blog posts, Instagram pic every day, post, and Facebook groups every day. Alright, so then we've got the house and clean closets. Out, guys. Vacuum cleaners. Finish organizing. Room. That's this room. And I'll add more. That's why I skip a spot. And we've got me time of an artist date. And then I need to check into projects. I have a few ideas, so I need to do some more research. Okay, so I can go through and write some more information and put it right here if I need to across this way. But that gives me a glance. I can look over here and I'll have more things, I'll write more things as I go through. And then this will be Monday's page. I have my major focus, I have stuff ready to go. Doing good. I've got my little fairy, my little gnome, and I've kind of rolled with flowers and gardens and stuff like that theme, which is why I did the little gnome, because, you know, who doesn't love a little garden gnome? And then I have a fairy. So I will be drawing a lot of flowers and plants and fairies and gnomes and different things like that throughout the month of May. Having fun doing stuff like that. So that's the flip through, that's where we're at. And I hope you enjoyed the flip through. I enjoy doing this, setting things up in here. I haven't added my bills yet to the Hobonichi, but I will show you where I'm at with it. I have a few bookmarkers, but I try to bookmark the bigger things so that I can find them easily. So now let's go to my friend Maya. My wonderful friend Maya sent me this. This is a gorgeous red. I don't think you can see it, but it's a very gorgeous, very dark red. It's a very deep red, and it's the leather Hobonichi cover. And Maya's traveling. So she's going to be traveling. So she sent me this. She's so sweet. She sent me this. She told me she had some mail and she sent me some jasmine essential oil. So let's get to where I have, this is May right here. And I haven't really written the bills or anything out yet. I wanted to wait on that. So then I have this, which is where I'm at right now. So I've been planning out things. So I have some more stuff to put in here. And then this will show you what I'm doing. This is today. This was yesterday. So my personal stuff. So like I said, I haven't put any bills. So these are the goals I have, and I put our bills, and I put every single one of my to-dos, and I time track with this. And that's where I'm at right now with this. To me, keeps it organized, and I don't fill up my journaling page, which, so you can see. So this is Saturday's page. Okay. And this is Saturday's page. And I write down, and I'm kind of keeping track of my time and trying to do, keep it all together, because this is home and personal, and I do include some of the work stuff, what I consider my work, but this makes it a lot easier to me, and I really enjoy writing on this paper. I really do, writing on this paper. So this is my card for this week. I am open to new ideas, techniques, and people, and it's going to go right here so I can keep up. And these, I've been putting right there. So this is where we're at right now, and I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. I have not keeping up with the weeks, because Back to Basics April, I wasn't doing anything with the weeks. Haven't made up my mind if I'm going to be doing anything with the weeks. I may actually pick one of the major areas, like maybe work, since I have this is personal and home, and my other one has a lot of art and journaling, and so I might pick one area, maybe work, and do the stuff in here. The only problem I have with this is that the boxes are so small that I have to write really little in here, or I have to just keep my writing to like 1 word, 2 word phrases for over here. I mean, I was doing stuff in it. I was kind of having a little theme going on. I do a quote, do a theme, write down the stuff I had to do. I tried different things. I really did enjoy doing that. So I may continue on with that. Do an affirmation and a little watercolor picture on this page, and then just the basic thoughts, ideas, or whatever over here for the work stuff. I may end up doing that. I haven't made up my mind. I'm still setting things up, because after Back to Basics April, I learned a lot about my journaling. I'm back to journaling. I'm a lot happier. The changes in this have been pretty proficient. I mean, I've done a lot of changes in this, the Hobonichi. I've gone from planning to journaling, and back and forth to planning, and ideas and thoughts and tarot stuff, and all kinds of stuff, just doing different things. I've been trying different things out, and it's been back and forth, but I think I have finally come to the conclusion that I like doing all the to-dos better in here. See, I like doing the to-dos better in here. I like this too, so I may do more of that, more of that kind of thing in here, if I have room. That's what I was doing. Something very similar is what I was doing in the weeks. So I haven't quite made up my mind, but I have been doing a lot of stuff in here. There's not very many blank pages in here, except for when I wasn't really doing much journaling. See, there's nothing on those. Some more journaling, getting things done. This is where I started figuring out some of the, the GTD method of what it was I doing, because I don't pay any attention to what that stuff is from the book, but I went back through and looked, and I'm like, okay, I just do stuff and I don't call it that. So I went back through and then figured out my words for all that stuff, because this is what it is. This is what I do. So see, we do have some blank pages in March, and then we get to April, and there's not very many. I don't think there's very many blank pages at all. There's different kinds of pages where I kind of go back and forth. There's a blank page. Some procrastination stuff I was working on for a video. Some more, you know, I'm doing this, and then I got busy over here, and I never did finish that one. And Earth Day, I didn't finish these. I got really busy and couldn't write down the to-dos. And I watched Victor, so there was no to-dos. I did some stuff here, but never did my time tracking. Did some stuff here, but didn't actually write anything down. Wrote stuff down, did stuff, but didn't write anything down, and went back to, and I'm like, you know, this is what works the best for me. This is really what works the best for me. So I'm going to stick with that, I think. Continuing doing this right here, and we'll see how it goes. I may end up doing some of it, though, in this portion, because I have this much of it, and writing things down, and then doing like the one picture on the actual one page spread back here, and keeping up with it more in here, because I really do like how this is laid out, and it makes it really easy. These are the main things I want to work on in May. I wrote them all down, and this, I can write some stuff down right here, but it makes it much easier, I think. So I'm getting it all together. Hopefully by the end of this month I will have things figured out completely, because Back to Basics April got me back into journaling and planning every day and back to where I needed to be. So that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. I'm happy. I'm really happy to be journaling again. My pages are more like me, where some days it's all watercolor, some days it's bits and pieces of everyday ephemera, some days it's doing whatever. That was a quote. That was something Mr. Rockstar said, and I put it on there and I made a little quote. You know, doing whatever comes to me that fits the day. Sometimes I do stuff like this, and sometimes I do like one big picture or two pictures, and I just kind of, some days I just add color and write stuff down, you know. And I think that that's being versatile and being open to doing things different is really helping me getting over the OCD, the perfection thing, because there are going to be mistakes. And after being on so much video stuff, I'm like, oh well, maybe I should be more careful. And some things I'm going to do in pencil, and some things I'm not. I am back to drawing with Old Faithful, and I have this set up. Well, some of them came out, but I have this set up so that I am really using it, and I have some of the drawing stuff and the journaling stuff right here. It's been really great being able to look at all the stuff and go, okay, here is, this should be actually over here. This is what I use. You know, these are the things that I use. The only thing that isn't up here that should be, and they don't fit in there, is this. So, I have my water brushes and stuff in here. And I keep losing the lids, and then I find them. But that's about it. But I'm finding that I am really enjoying, and it is stuff full, y'all. It is stuff full. But having the different areas to concentrate on, I'm back to. Now, one thing I'm going to share, Back to Basics April really helped me learn a lot. It helped me learn a whole lot, and I'm really glad that I got through Back to Basics April. Wrapping up April has been a really good thing. I am about to write the last 300 words for my novel, and then I will be a winner for Camp NaNoWriMo. So it's been a good month. It's been a hectic, busy, crazy kind of month, but every month seems like that. Real life is like that. You know, can't cry over spilled milk, spilled coffee. You can just, yeah, fuss and cuss and stomp your feet when you spill your coffee, and then go get another cup. I'm back to journaling, and I'm feeling really good about it. And I have this back to being Grand Central Station, but no matter how hard I try, I really just do not like the to-dos on the page. I can do little stuff like this, you know, but like I did the to-dos here, and that's not too bad. That's really not too bad. And maybe if I do that at the bottom, it wouldn't be bad. But I like my to-dos elsewhere. I like the to-dos in the weekly spread and stuff like that. And then, yeah. So I hope y'all have a good one. I will see you again soon. Thanks.